Oh, fucking monkeys.
Yeah, it is an issue, to be honest. I didn't actually realise that it was possible to get burnt in that area of your body, but
I know.
Yeah,
It's amazing, isn't it? You've got to be careful.
and I'm surprised they let you sunbathe naked next to the pool, considering it's a family resort. It's been
It's a bit wrong.
It's probably just if you didn't wear that leopard skin tongue when you were away, you wouldn't have got burnt there.
There's applying after sun to your bumhole. It's not the best.
Mancini,
especially with people watching.
Yeah,
Steve, I mentioned that to you in privacy. I was not expecting you to tell Mick and about that.
Well, you shouldn't have done the live chat and show me the photos.
I mean,
all boys together.
Yeah, my mum and dad were here when you did that live video. It's really embarrassing.
Don't lie, Steve. Your mum's watched it 3 times.
Yeah.
She messaged me actually.
Yeah.
Any chance of doing that again on your OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Oh dear, I don't know, but yeah, Kurt's very quiet. What are you doing, Kurt?
can't tell you.
Oh dear, it's not going to be that sort of a show, is it, this evening?
I'm watching your video.
Oh, they won't be quiet.
So I'm getting older. I was watching it this afternoon and I fell asleep. 20 years ago, I'd have been straight in there.
Ian's live again.
Does he know he's live on Instagram?
I know. I don't know. Right. I suppose I better really quickly, because how late are we now? 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
That's good for us.
That's not bad, is it?
That's not bad. That's professional tonight.
What?
Hashtag professionalism.
Definitely.
Don't know about that.
Hashtag shorts. Mick does shorts all over the place. Shorts everywhere I've seen recently.
We've got 4 reviewers in the same room and none of us has fell out yet.
I know. It's quite good, isn't it? We've still got another however many minutes to go.
Wait till we go live and then kick off. Like.
I'll still start slagging you off.
Yeah, right. I'm going to quickly do this, and then we'll go live.
All right, cool.
See you in a minute, guys. Okay. Cheers.
Hiya.
You thought I'd gone, didn't you? You thought I'd gone.
I did. I was like, cameras.
Action.
Oh, good evening, lovely people of YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. We are the Laid Back Vape Show, obviously, and we're back. We missed a show last week, and
we missed you.
Yeah, I was very upset about it. Felt a bit weird not doing a show on a Monday.
And you've got your bits burnt.
Yeah. We don't want to talk about that though. No one knows about that, so we keep that quiet for the time being. So, welcome along, Steve, Kurt, Mick. Hope we're all good.
Yeah, not bad.
Excelente.
Very good.
Don't know what was Mick just saying?
I said
excelente.
Oh, I thought it was some Turkish you were doing or something, because I've been to Turkey and you were like,
I've never. Have you been to Turkey?
The Spanish, anyway. But, yeah.
I don't know any Turkish, to be honest.
I don't know any. It was blatantly obvious that I didn't know anyone was there as well.
Yeah. Have you got any?
I bet that was you.
What's he shouting for? Yeah. What's he shouting for? I was born in London.
I once went into a shop in Lanzarote and I was asking for some sugar in Spanish, and she went, "What did you say?"
I love that. I love it.
Have you got any sugar? She went, "Yeah, it's over there." She said, what did you say before? I said, well, it was Spanish for have you got any sugar? Oh, I didn't know that. So, well, you bloody live here.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
What I shall do is we'll say hello to a few people in chat. I will run a little bumper if I can actually find out where it is, because it always hides itself. We've not got it anymore. Is it gone?
I don't know. I've not got access to those controls.
You can't see it.
I'm not grown up enough to those controls.
There it is. There it is. One sec.
Is it? I'm so out of practice. Shocking.
It's always so quick.
Where it just ends, doesn't it? And like I say, every time I think, I might add something to the end of that so it doesn't end quite so quickly, but I never get around to it. Right. Let's say hello to some people. Oh, it jumped. Please don't do that. I'm just going to start right now.
People.
Savage Simon, how are you, mate? Nice to see you.
Hello.
Craig D, good evening, sir. Hope you're well. Mr. Intense, hello. Then we jump down a bit more. Mr. Richards, good evening, sir. Hope all is well with you. Missed you all last week. It's very strange not doing a show. Ian suffering from jammed toilet lock again. I tell you what, B-days, we'll have to have a conversation about B-days in a bit.
We'll do it next time when nobody's
You're doing Meckham. Who else have we got? JVJ, good evening, sir. How are you? Ben M&M. Good evening, Ben. I said JVJ, didn't I? Vaping Snowman. How are you?
Bit warm for him now.
Definitely a bit warm for him.
Bit warm.
It's going to get warmer as well, isn't it? It's going to get warmer.
Couldn't possibly.
Apparently.
No,
Kenny, how are you, sir?
Kenny.
Kenny.
And I keep going down until I see a name I do not recognise. We've got a lot of people chatting to you. They're very sociable. Very sociable.
Very sociable, yeah.
Vapor Bunny, good evening. How are you? Mrs. Blazing, how are you? Mr. Hall, how are you? Nice to see you.
Or Dave.
All right, Dave.
Dave. Hi, Sam.
Then Late Night Vape Show.
I'm here.
Hello.
Am I here?
Here he is. Here he is.
Yeah.
Did I actually type in chat?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you did. You typed in
What did I
chat.
put?
A link to something.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that first one is a link to Chewing the Fat with Craig and Kenny. They've got Mike on from Wicklicker tonight.
Oh, nice.
Which will be an interesting show, which is...
and Serendipity fame.
And Serendipity fame, yeah. Obviously, yeah. And the one below that is the one for tomorrow night, which is the one-to-one with Savage Simon. Which he's got Luke on from... from
Luke of LPC.
That's it. I can never remember his username. That's who that is. So if you'd like to click on either, I've got another one for later.
Even though that says Joey James, that I think that's my wife. My son keeps changing the names on everyone's YouTube profile.
Errol. How are you, Errol? Nice to see you. And I think that's it. I've seen Errol's been around, hasn't he? He's got he's popping up in these places doing selling his wonderful liquids. I saw stuff on Facebook with a gazebo thing going on.
He sells
he
juice,
looks like he does, yeah. Out of a gazebo. Sounds a bit dodgy to me, that. But...
Gazebo.
Dinosaur ones.
Imagine selling people what they want to buy.
Dinosaur ones?
Dinosaur juice.
Dinosaur.
Wouldn't like to milk a dinosaur.
We've had Dino on before, haven't we? Yeah, we have.
Yeah. Well, you have. I wasn't part of the team.
You weren't here then. We should get him on again.
I met him at Expo.
Yeah. Lovely man.
I didn't like him that much, but don't tell him.
No, we'll keep it between us. That's fine.
Smashing guy.
Yeah, he is. And that's it. That's everybody. Welcome, everyone. Hope we're all doing good. I've been on my Holly box. I'm back. We went to Turkey. I've never been to Turkey before. I spoke about it before. I'm going to talk about it after. And all I've got to say is B-days.
It's lovely, isn't it?
B-days.
Is that the way forward?
It is. I'm really it was unpleasant at first. Yeah.
Are you weak of the stomach? Did you actually use it?
Was it a strong jet or was it a gentle jet?
It was in between.
Like a pressure washer. No?
No, it wasn't that.
fuck.
It was medium power, I would say. Medium power. Bit of a shock for the first 2 seconds, but then it's all right. Yeah, it did make me lift off the toilet seat briefly. My little one had a right fight with it. She'd used it for the first time, got up to turn the tap off, and water was getting everywhere. So that was quite funny. But yeah, it's I honestly would like a bidet. Honestly, I think it's the way forward.
Same on toilet roll, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just because
you still got to dry yourself to a certain extent, but
you do need a bigger bathroom.
Yeah, no,
I can't believe I'm on a show talking about bidets, but anyway, you do need a bigger bathroom if you're having a bidet.
How we roll.
Yeah, you see, I always thought that. I thought bidets were a separate entity to the toilet, but where we were, the toilets were the bidet.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Which I didn't realise. I've only ever seen them in hotels. Whenever I go to a hotel, which is rare, to the side of the toilet, but these are actually integrated.
Generally, Brits, the ones that are separate, use them to wash the sand off the feet in. That's what we generally use them for.
Don't get them in the Premier Inn, do you?
No, you don't get that.
Well, I don't know. You did in my room, Steve. You did in my room.
Do you not? Yeah. I don't know what I was watching my mum with then.
It was your mate from the vape shop below you with an Evian bottle giving it.
Vinny.
Yeah, Vinny, that's it.
He's actually going to have a channel. Well, he's obviously got a channel because he's got a name on it, but he's actually going to start doing a bit of reviewing as well. So.
Oh, nice.
Well, he's in a good area to do it. Similar to your sort of job, isn't he? He works with it all day. He knows about the products. He might as well tell other people about them.
Yeah, that's true. Do you know the name of his? Do you know the name of his channel off the top of your head?
He hasn't. I think it's just under his own name at the minute. So whether he's going to start a different one as well, I don't know. But I'm going to lend him the other webcam I've got. He's just on with buying a mic. And then we're going to have him on the show. So.
Oh, that'd be cool. Nice.
He's a nice guy. He really is a nice guy. I can't wait to go away with him again. He's a right good laugh, to be honest. Don't tell him though, will you?
No, we'll keep it quiet.
Well, you know what people are like. They start getting a bit complacent when they think you like them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. They get into a comfortable place, and then...
Let me just put another link into chat. I found another group of people that have a vape channel today. They've been at it though since 2017. I can't actually remember the name, but it'll come up in this link. And I just started watching a few of their things, doing a similar thing to what we're all doing. And after all this time, they've only got 37 subscribers.
Really?
So now they've got 41. So if anybody wants to click on that link there and give their lads a follow, they're from the Birmingham area, by the sound of it.
Okay.
Don't trust them Brummies.
It was all going so well.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah. But they were at Expo. They were at Expo, but obviously we didn't know who they were. So if anybody wants to have a look at them and
just imagine if
Journey
Vapes.
I've just subscribed.
Just imagine if every single person in this chat subscribed to them, they would have doubled their subscribers in 10 minutes.
That's true.
Can you imagine the shock?
Let's have a little look. Then. That's going to get on the YouTube.
Oh yeah, they've done. Yeah, they've got quite a lot of.
And they got
they do like the whole podcast thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they do, yeah. They're just pleasant to listen to. We're just nice lads, they just seem good lads. So I left them a little comment and give them a sub. So
very nice too.
Thank you very much, Billy Lee.
Billy Lee, well done. Fair play.
So can you imagine tomorrow when he goes on his YouTube and he's got twice as many subscribers and he starts clicking through and he sees all it's like, how did they find out about us? We're trying to avoid that lot for the last 4 years.
Yeah, we've been ducking below the radar. Now they've found us.
Nerd Journey, is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
right,
they're good lads.
Yeah. There you go, I've done it.
And Bunny's subscribed as well. Paul, good evening, Paul. How are you, mate?
Paul.
I don't think Whisper intends to subscribe, to be honest.
Are we going to go around what we're vapping on?
Yeah, let's do it.
Nah, got a buffet tonight as well. Got a buffet.
We don't get do we?
Yeah. Buffet. What? Who wants to go first? Mick, do you want to go first?
I can if you want.
Do it.
Original Arbiter on the this is where Exome version 3 with a lovely Nevermore from the Black Rose.
Oh, that's so good. That stuff.
I bought it at Expo. I actually bought 2 bottles of it. I've got one upstairs, one downstairs. It's nice. It's lovely. It doesn't go with beer though. It's a bit like having a polo mint and drinking water. You know what I mean? It's that sort of situation. I've also got some. I've got really into this. This is a vape shop purchase. Cabano from
Yes, good.
V-God.
Mm.
And I've been vaping that in my Vaporesso 200 with the sub-M tank on, and I've not changed the coil in that for about 3 weeks, but I don't know if it'll show it. It's starting to get ready for changing. It's a bit brownish. I'm expecting every time I take a hit off it, I'm expecting that lovely wire taste that you get.
Nicky,
I've got this out.
Evening, Nicky.
A6 Mini, the G class, the original one from years gone by. With
Probably the best.
do you think so? I don't know. I haven't tried any of the products later on. This was probably about £150 in 2017.
Yeah, they weren't cheap.
No. And they pretended they were some sort of fantastic thing, but they were still mass produced, weren't they? Goon 25 on the top and some proper coils in the top.
Proper coil?
Yeah. They're just Claptons, them, and they're nice. And in that, I've got one of my own creations. I got mixing again. I haven't done it for a while. These, Dispergo will probably be jealous of the labelling, to be honest, but, I've got some lovely banana cream IY4.
Hang on, I'm going to screenshot that. I need to send that.
Yeah, a lot of thought gone into that one.
Yeah,
hang on, one second.
Compared to some of my labels, actually quite good.
1 second. That C means copyright.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be nicking them, will you?
No,
we have to. No. And that's what's in there. It's a banana cream IY4. And to be honest, that is a bit of a hit. I started vaping it last night. Apparently,
banana cream. That sounds nice.
Yeah. Well, my only other mix with
Lucky
cream was when I first started. I put 12% in the mix, and that's a bit sickly, to be honest. But that's been put in about less than 1, so it's nice. It really is nice. It's a bit banana forward, but I think the tobacco will come back out of it. Yeah, because but it's nice. It's like Manna from Amatorium. I think I've got his recipe.
Mm-hmm. Manna was good.
Yeah, well, if you like that, you'd like that.
I reckon I do love a banana. I do love a banana. Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh.
1 skin, 2 skin, 3 skin.
Is that banana? Cosmic Sans Mick my favourite of all the fonts? That's it. Okay. Just sending the wife out to work. Out. I expected a rude word coming up the stairs, but it didn't.
Something heavy being thrown.
Yeah, something of mine on the floor.
And that's basically all I've got. Oh, have you seen this? I don't know if I showed you this. It's a little mouth to lung device I got from Johnny Overkill at the
yeah.
Little 4S lipo. Still got the same tank full of juice in Mike. Cloud Chucker gave me that tank, bless him. And while we were at the expo, I got John to put some coils in it and then wick it up. Because apparently they're a little bit difficult for a start.
They are a little bit.
And that's got some Dispergo's fruit salad in it.
Ooh. Fruit salad.
But it's not the sort of thing you take out with, is it? It's not really a back pocket mod.
No,
they're not very heavy, but the same size as an house brick. It's nice. It's a nice device. And that's me. So who wants to go now? Kirk? Yes.
Right. I'll do it. I'll do it. On the cross 3 with some of the all day vape Black Bess.
It's good.
I'm also on the Target 80 with the Sif with some Scots coils, or a Scots coil, should I say, because it's a single coil device. And on that, I'm on some Saxon Kings lemon drizzle.
Yeah, I need to try some of that stuff because I love lemon as well.
And then lastly, I am on the Oxford, the newest one, the Pro, with some King's Custard Shamrock salts.
Yeah, their salts are out now, aren't they?
They're not out yet, I don't believe.
They're not out yet.
No, they had them at Expo, but I don't believe they've been released on the website or anything yet.
Oh, okay. So we just got the King's Custard range.
Because they did, I think they did sell out at Expo. Pretty sure they just sold everything they had. Who wants to go next?
Me. Yep.
Him up there.
Cool. I won't tell you about that because I'm not really vaping on that, but I've got the Cross 3 and some, same as you, Black Bess going on in there. Salts from Black Rose Elixir, which is good. I got some Fugly But Sweet Caramel Blondie inside my Sackers on my Grus. That's really about all I'm going to be vaping on, to be honest. I've still got my Sith and it's still in the box. And it's been like nicely.
Did Scott coil it up for you?
Build put in it for me, and I just need to use it. But I haven't got round to doing any reviews yet, so that's going to be my new RDA of choice for reviews. Richard Kidd, good evening.
That's exactly what I'm using it for. It's really good. Nice bit of flavour on it.
Is it? Who's is that then? Is it Grim Greens? Is he the Sith? No.
Yeah, it's a collab, isn't it?
Vapors Cloud and somebody.
It's made for the Empire. It's made for the Empire, so yeah, it's to do with the Grim Green.
Yeah.
Grimace Green.
Where's the top side above the clouds? I'll tell you where it is, Ben. Is it Ben who said that? Lizzie, good evening, Lizzie. How are you?
Good evening, Lizzie.
Yeah, it was Ben.
Speak to them.
It's there. I just need to use it, Ben.
You do?
I do. It's a waste.
You can use it for that.
I can. I might do.
Squonk it.
Because it's got a squonk pin.
Squonky.
Live my best squonking life. Yeah, I had a very brief chat with Lee Joette. Very nice bunch of people they are. Very nice.
I had
lots of chats. They were all busy. All of that Overzone was very, very busy. Especially on the Saturday anyway. Really busy.
I did a video of the Home Zone. I did it in 4K and I just walked down the side and I didn't really have a chat to anybody, but they seemed at the time as I was walking down there, they were the busiest. There was loads and loads of people around it.
Yeah. Yeah, they were busy.
So I never actually. I had a quick word with the lads from King's Custard and that, but it's just one of them, isn't it? You can't talk to everybody. But say they're busy. No. They're there to obviously recoup the losses from the price of the stand. So you don't want to be holding them up to if you can get away with it.
No, it's true. True. It's the whole area was heaving. To be honest,
well, Saturday was so busy, wasn't it?
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I've got.
Sorry, Steve. Go on, mate.
Doing 100 with the Dead Rabbit solo. With some Unreal Berries, rhubarb and raspberry.
I got that one as well. Did a review
Furious Tank with the Vaporesso Gen 200, I believe.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, I've got the Radon. And that is me. That's it. Speak of the devil, Mr. Proper Coils.
Mr. Proper Coils. John from Proper Coils.
Evening, John. How are you?
Hand pink waving.
That's what it came up as.
I know that's what it says in here. It doesn't actually. It will put some emojis in there, but not others. I don't really know what.
Do the pointing up one. See what that comes up with. You know the one with one finger. There's one with one finger in to put that up.
It'll probably say something along the lines of
pink one finger.
Pointing. Yeah, it would be.
I just realised I can just put. I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to send a message to Facebook. Didn't know you could do that.
You multi-stream there.
Yeah.
What do you use?
Yeah, look at that. Hello, Facebook.
Yeah, stream.
Yeah, there we go. Face red, droopy eyes.
That's me.
And that's what I do with when Helen's on the way back from work. She's got the touchscreen thing, the hands-free thing. But whenever you send an emoji through it, it'll says what like smiley face emoji or sad face. So when she's on a buyback, I'll just put a whole list of random sheep emoji, sad face emoji, aubergine emoji.
I burnt the tea. Sad face emoji.
Yeah.
Call it the Indian on the way home. Happy face emoji. Nothing wrong with a pink wave. Exactly.
Yeah, totally agree. So what's been going on in the world of the late night vape show, Mick? Anything exciting? I see shorts coming up all over the place.
Well, obviously we got just over 1,000. Thank you very much for everybody that subscribed. And then there's always a worrying thing where we got to 1,005, and then the next thing we got 1,002. And you thought, I don't want to be Mr. 998, so I better get my finger out and do a bit of work. So we're quite lucky that Chandler was there with his vaping walking stick. So I took a shot of that in 4K and put it on, and 11,500 people have watched that.
Really?
And
wow.
it just
Is
seemed
that
to
the Vape Smarter walking stick?
I think so.
Yeah.
And but I don't know if I've now got to the stage where everybody's like, oh no, he's put another one on, so I'm just going to give it a break for a week. But I found out, like I did a review on this on the channel on the Raspberry and what was it, Raspberry and cranberry and raspberry, and 55 people have watched it, and I put a short on of the bottle, and 150 people have watched that. So it's obviously, if you're going to do a review, plus the fact when you put it on, it drags them back to the original video. So if you've done a remix out the video,
ever since like Instagram, and is it Instagram? Are they called Instagram Shorts? What are they called on Instagram? Reels, isn't it?
Reels.
Yeah.
Since Reels have become a thing, and since TikTok's become a thing, people just want quick scrolls now. It seems.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So it's good. I keep meaning to do more. More of those.
I'm quite lucky because
bowing down to peer pressure.
I get quite a lot of time in the day where I'm waiting for something to do, and I think, well, it takes 10 seconds to put a short on, and it even saves your hashtags in the thing if you're doing a vaping one. So you just click on them a few times, and it fills it up, and click, it's gone. And
need a screenshot, please, John.
Shorts and pink waves. Well, that's a good thing. You put your own videos on, and you can do a remix on them. So then you can move the thing about. So it's a good thing if you're doing a build or something like that to make sure your device is exactly in the middle of the camera. Otherwise, when you go to do a short off it, it's not as easy. And it doesn't like if you're doing the intro for your thing, it's got writing on it. You won't get all the writing in the short because it only takes the grab from the middle of it, puts it into a different thing.
No, okay.
But I quite enjoy doing it. Obviously, there's a lot going on in our life at the minute, and it was a good way of burying yourself into something. So that's probably why I did it as well. But I mean, we've now got 1,077 subscribers. So
really good, really good.
Nice.
Well done.
Brought a few more people in to watch us.
That's good.
So hopefully they'll all clear off in one go, and we'll go back to 998.
I know you do get to that 1,000 mark. I got for that. I don't even think I've got. I don't even think I'm 500 yet, but I do. You do worry that you're suddenly going to hit a milestone, and then all of a sudden they're all going to drop out again.
Yeah, that's right.
But
it's one of them, isn't it? I mean, the first thing you think is, as soon as we get to 1,000, we're going to be able to make some money off YouTube. But none of the videos I put on the late night vape show are capable to monetize because nobody wants to advertise next to a vape video.
No, it's true. Yeah. Good evening, Gareth. How are you?
Good evening, Free Rider.
Apparently, Scotland's been grim.
It's grim here today. Is it? It's cold. Actually, cold here today.
Yeah, it's been rubbish here as well. Good evening, Raw and Blasder. How are you? Have a discount code for them. Look, scrolling across the bottom.
Yeah, that boost. Good timing.
Yeah, use it at
LBS 15.
Yeah. So, Kurt, how was the old French Disney World?
Looked good.
Mickey Mouse.
It was good. I really enjoyed it. Didn't get to see as much of it as I thought. We spent 2 whole days in there and still didn't see all of it.
Is it big like compared? Because you always think like the one in America.
It's massive. Yeah, it is massive. We only really got around the Avengers campus, some of the Star Wars bit, but not all of it. And like the main park, we did like Pirates of the Caribbean.
So you didn't dress up as a princess and walk around there?
Of course I did.
That's what I'm going to do when I go.
Doesn't need to dress up as a princess.
Why do you think I got sunburnt? I was in my strappy dress. I was in my aerial shells.
Yeah. Any high heels.
Big place, isn't it? I'm led to believe.
Yeah, we're gonna try and go back at Christmas.
That'd be well cool.
And we'll be doing it 5 days in the park rather than 2, so we should hopefully get to see it all and get to see all the Christmas lights and the Christmas displays and stuff. So
the only thing is it's very, very cold, isn't it? It's very, very cold in the winter there.
Yeah, but we're just going to take no clothes of us because we spent so much money buying merch. We thought we might as well just take empty bags. I did wear a crop top. You're right.
yeah, but if you're taking no clothes, it's a bit weird. You're walking into the park in a pair of pants and socks.
That's like what's like when you're doing Ryanair. You've got to put all the clothes that you're going to wear over the next 2 weeks. You've got to put them all on at the same time, otherwise you can't afford to go because they charge you that much for luggage.
But we drove, and I drive again. It was a long drive, but I'd do it again. It's not.
It's a long way.
Is it? What's it like driving on the side of the road? I've only done it briefly in Spain.
Not too bad because pretty much as soon as you get off the ferry, you're on like a motorway.
Yeah.
So you're on the right side of the road anyway. You just got to remember they pass you on the other side that you would normally overtake on.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was all right. It took us 4 hours to get from the ferry to where our hotel was. So it's quite a hike, but
How many miles is that, though?
I think I worked out we did about 1,500 miles all in.
That's a fair drive, then. Yeah.
Like as a round trip, because we live in Devon, so we had to drive 5 hours to get to
Yeah, of course.
Dover. So it's not.
Mark H.
We'll be about 4 from here, I presume. I've driven to Dover just to actually go to Dover for a reason, and I've gone on a bus to Spain. So obviously I've been to Dover that time, but I've never actually drove, into France or anything like that. I've been all the way through it on a bus, but never actually drove, on my own. I drive in Spain. I don't have a problem with it in Spain, but you sat on the right side of the car if it's rented, isn't it?
And it was quite calm waters as well, so it was not too bad on the ferry.
Yeah,
not too choppy. Did the kids have the time of their lives?
It's hard to tell because they're autistic. So I think they really did enjoy it, though. They've really got in like the parade. They really enjoyed the parade, the music, seeing the characters. But this time we will be booking slots with photographers and meet and greets because the lines were just immense for those.
Really?
Yeah. You can actually stay on. If I don't know if it's the same as what it is in the US, but you can actually stay on the resort, can't you? And then you have breakfast with the characters.
Yeah, you can. We're going to book a breakfast with the characters because you can do that even if you're not staying on the actual site. But next time we are staying in a Disney themed hotel, it's going to be the Davy Crockett Ranch.
That'd be nice.
Crockett. So was that book a breakfast with the characters? So you got
you can book a breakfast meet and greet. So about seven characters come round, and you can get autographs and photos and stuff while you're having breakfast.
Yeah, but is it? They all speak French, or are they trying to speak English, or what's the?
No, you'll be surprised. There's a lot of Americans that work in that.
Oh right, okay.
Disneyland Paris, so they do speak English.
That's all right.
I think they've got to, haven't they? I think it would be part of your because it's although we keep it to ourselves, it's one of the most universal languages of the world. So I think they all have to speak English.
Have they got Disney World land in Japan as well, Tokyo? Also?
They have, yeah. There was supposed to be one being built in the UK as well, in Essex.
Yeah, but I think that's been off the head now.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
That would have done quite well, I think, apart from the weather. But
well, same as France, isn't it? France can be.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, my holiday was good. And what about your little jaunt, Ian?
To Turkey.
Where did you
go?
Where
was you?
Very good. You what, Mick? Sorry.
Where did you go?
Turkey.
Well, it's quite an expensive country. What sort of area?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise that. I missed it. I thought you missed the whole Turkey bit earlier. I can't say it properly. Aldernez, I want to say it is.
Aldernez, yeah. I've never been there. That's a shame, really, because we've had a big long conversation. Aldernez, that's what they call it. Yeah.
Yeah, really lovely area. Really love. Never been to Turkey before. First time for me. Did an all-inclusive thing in a hotel. So spent a lot of time there. Went out. They've got a big strip that goes down to the beach. About 5-minute walk from where we were.
Nice.
So I had a walk down there. Bought some Calvin Klein boxer shorts. Of course, they were original. For £10 for 10 pairs.
Kevin Klein.
Yeah, Kevin Klein.
Yeah.
Some fit, some don't.
Yeah, when you get them on, you find out that they're made for people that dress to the right.
Yeah. So they were all right. Got some trainers. Of course, they were genuine. For a decent price. So that was good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was lovely. Really nice area. The Turkish people that I met were very nice, apart from the people that kept trying to sell you stuff. But
you did your back in as well while you were over there, didn't you?
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
Doing your back
about 3 days in, and I lifted some bed just to move it, which is on wheels. So I literally stooped down here, picked it up, moved the sunbed, stood back up, thought that's not something doesn't feel right, and then this sciatica thing going all the way down from my bum cheek down my leg.
Yeah,
which was good. Went to see a I had a massage when I was there. I think that just aggravated it, if I'm honest. And then I went to see a chiropractor in the same hotel. Apparently, he's a chiropractor. And I did Google it, and it says that chiropractors are basically seen as voodoo medicine in Turkey. So I was like, well, he's not trained. So he offered me some work for 150 quid, and I thought, no, I'm all right, thanks. I'll leave that. And I came back home, and I need to book myself an appointment. He thinks I've got the very early stages of a slip disc, is what he thinks. Don't know. Hope not.
I started going to a lady from Thailand, which the reason I've said it that way is because as soon as you say Thai massage, I think you're going for an happy finish. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. She's actually a professional.
She's a right miserable bitch.
She's actually a professional therapist. And I went for 6 weeks, every week for 6 weeks. And she sorted my back out just about. And I've been suffering for ages and ages and ages.
Really?
To get out of the cab and shuffle like a bloke of 80. My legs used to swell up. I got that sciatica that goes down from the inside of your groin down to your knee.
Yeah.
It's been a terrible state. And I don't get swollen ankles. I don't get swollen legs. I don't get anything now. And
that's good.
8 weeks of going. She sorted me out.
Yeah,
so I would recommend it to anybody.
Was that a chiropractor as well?
No,
is that a chiropractor? Or
no, she's classed as it's Thai massage. Basically, that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, Thai massage in this country gets under the same label as what Andy Crothers has just put. That's what you get.
You can feel something pressing against your arm as you're giving.
Yeah. The way did you shoot ping pong? Oh God, no! Here we go.
Yeah, she's like
the sickness of the vaping industry.
Where do you want your massage?
That's quite a good point someone's made there. What was was there any restrictions on the vape stuff for your flight?
So
for me, there was no restrictions because we drove over.
I think so the aeroplane was a pain because we went with EasyJet.
Yeah,
and they only allow you up to 2 batteries apparently in your luggage, so that was a whole mission. Obviously, I don't fly much, so all this stuff has to be in clear bags, and anything battery related has to be in your hand luggage, doesn't it? Yeah. And then, no more than 100 ml of liquid and all that rubbish. So it wasn't. But when you got there, no one ever said anything. There was apparently you can't buy vapes in Turkey, but there's people walking around with Lost Marys, Found Marys, Alf bars, you name it. It was all disposables though. I never saw anybody with an actual pen or pod
I bet there's a black market. If you're not allowed to sell it, I bet there's a black market.
If you go to France though, or definitely sort of Paris area of France, do not take your own juice, because if you have to buy while you're there, it's very expensive. Vape juice and vape products, like
a vapor, I took way more liquid than I actually needed. I think I took about 400 ml and used about 60, so that was good.
I took far too much.
I used to do that. Last time I went, my wife said, "Is that all you've brought?" I said, "What do you mean?" She says, "Well, you used to bring half a bloody suitcase full," and I always take 2 of a similar device, like 2 1860s or 2 21-700s, and then I leave one in the case, and I probably never use it, but it's just in case the other one packs up in it, because you can't buy another one over there.
Yeah.
And then I take 4 batteries in a proper carrying thing. I take a battery charger as well. And I think I took that last June. I took 2 bottles of Dispergo juice because I did a review on them when I was there. And you see, that's a YouTuber, isn't it? Keen.
Very keen.
And I think that's all I took in September as well. Just a couple of bottles. But I'm mouth to lung more than anything. And I noticed when I was at the expo, I took my Bogan mod in on the first day, and I get sick of blowing clouds after a while. It's just like you're not getting anywhere, if you know what I mean. So I couldn't wait to get back to the hotel and get the mouth to lung device out, to be honest, to get some nicotine.
Yeah, pod kits, Nick salts, they are the way.
Chat deed.
Yeah, no, it's good. The smoking though, honestly, I can't tell the amount of people that were smoking is unreal. Absolutely unreal. It's like it used to be like that in France though. I mean, all the bars, they've all got ashtrays in. You can smoke pretty much wherever you want. Pretty much vape wherever you want, really. They didn't seem too bothered.
Yeah.
They didn't seem
I ain't been for a while. 14 watts for the win, apparently.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really call that a win. It's not very intense, is it? 14 watts.
Mr. Not So Intense, we should start calling.
Mr. What's the word for that? I must say they've all got me on their tobacco hits. I've just you sent that stuff out, didn't you? And then you sent me some more, didn't you? So I vaped all that, and then I thought, well, I'll order some. And then I went in the vape shop and I said this Cabano was there, and I said, what's that like? He said, well, Vinny says, well, I don't like tobacco, so I thought I'll give it a whirl, and I liked it, so I went and bought some more. But I really ought to buy some Dispergo stuff because I do like it. I genuinely like it. I think the Dispergo one is slightly more desserty than what
the RY4
is. Yeah, it's a lot creamier than it is tobacco, and it is really nice. So if you're into tobaccos, it's well worth a try. But so this stuff is the only thing is with this. Every time I take a chug and blow out a cloud, my wife will say, "What you got in there? It stinks."
Yeah, I know that is the problem.
And it does. It does stink. I've walked back into this room and thought, "There's that cat shit in here."
And Nicky, that's exactly what I took. That was my saving grace. Was the Vapresso
XR
Max. Really, really decent.
Good
Don't have to worry about recharging.
It is really good.
Yeah, really good.
It is a really good light, especially if people are wanting to try and get off or a newish to vaping and wanting to try out direct lung.
Yeah,
I would definitely recommend that one as like a mid gap between that and getting a big mod.
I like the Cross 3 as well. I really do like the Cross 3.
Yeah,
even though I can't find mine, my wife's put it in the place where she puts things.
It wasn't Mickey Mouse pants; it was a Mickey Mouse thong.
Oh, nice.
We're all looking forward to those pictures, Errol. To be fair,
have you not seen them?
No, not yet.
I thought I sent them to the group.
You told us you were going to send us those sort of pictures before you sent them to anyone else.
Must have sent them to someone. I sent them to someone.
My grandson was about 10, I think, when we went to America, and he came with us, and all he wanted was a Mickey Mouse hat, the one with the ears on.
Oh,
yeah.
And it cost me an absolute fortune. I've never seen a smile like that. It was well worth every penny. The smile that came on his face, but he's nearly 14 now, and I'm not sure he'll still wear it.
No, I'd probably be.
Can you imagine?
20 euros for Mickey Mouse ears. 20 euros. 14 euros for like a plastic cup like this with Mickey Mouse on it.
And when you go outside, it's the same cup with a different sleeve on it. As you walk up to the place, they'll sell you one for 2 or 3.
There was some guys out as you walk up to the Disney park with selling ears for like 5 euros.
Yeah.
What kind of ears are?
Cheers, Mark.
Human ears or the
Mighty Mouse, I think they were. They weren't Mickey.
Well, they can't do them with a direct thing, otherwise the copyright man would be straight out the gate.
Was it like Michael Mouse or something?
A pair of
Michael Moose.
Yeah, Mucky Moose.
Moose.
It's his long lost brother with a lop ear.
Yeah.
One hangs down and one goes up.
Yeah. It's the black sheep of the family.
It was definitely worth the visit.
It's a fantastic experience, isn't it?
The kids loved it. My wife really loved it.
Yeah.
Did she? That's cool.
She loves all the Disney sort of stuff. So.
First time I ever went, I'd always wanted to go to America. Now we went in 2004, and I said to my wife, "We're not going anywhere the first day because we'll be tired from traveling." Of course, I didn't understand jet lag, never really. So I got up at like 4 o'clock in the morning on the first day because I'd been in bed since 6 or whatever. I'm like, let's go to the park. So we had to wait while it opened, and we were straight in the first day. We went that was Universal Studios we went in, and the exchange rate was amazing at the time. So it was like everything was half price. So I think we got in for £100 for both of us. And it was brilliant. Islands of Adventure, we went around all the things. Jaws was still there then, watching Beetlejuice, he was there, and it was amazing, absolutely amazing. But you go back there now, and we wanted to go into one park because the ticket didn't cover us to go on the Harry Potter train from one park to the other. So we had to buy a 1-day pass for that other park, and it was $350 for 2 people.
Really?
And when you're only getting $130 now,
you
know what I mean? It's a lot of money, isn't it? A lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, because when we went first time I went to America was in '98, and we did like Busch Gardens and SeaWorld and Universal Studios and that was good. And then a few years later, I went over to Miami and I did a day trip out there to their like sea parking, or basically it was like a budget version of SeaWorld.
Yeah,
I think it's been there for when you're like, oh, but then you had a little arena area, and they were doing displays with dolphins, you know, like jumping through hoops and everyone, and then they're going, and here's Flipper, and I was like, yeah, I don't think that's the real Flipper, because I can't see that being like a 65-year-old dolphin jumping that high. But then in the background, right behind it, you can see on the shoreline was, you know, from the original TV series of Flipper. Got the little hut and the what do they call it? The little bit out to sea, the jetty.
Oh yeah,
had to still had that there, so that was quite good. But
that was the original set, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
But like I said, but when you're walking around that park there and you've been to the proper SeaWorld, it's a little bit. I
understand what you mean. It's that going back to Alton Towers when you've been around a Disney park. It's like it's all right.
But when we did SeaWorld, there was the one bit where there was a bit with a few of the stingrays that you could literally just stand at the top and just touch the backs. It's only the smaller ones, not the big massive ones, obviously.
Yeah.
Then 2 days later, we went down a place called Clearwater Beach, just a normal standard old beach. Yeah. And I walked into the water, and I was only to about my knees, and about 100 yards down, I heard these kids in that scream come piling out of the water, and I thought, well, what's that? And just as I looked down, exact same like cream-coloured like stingrays that we saw in the park. About 8 of them just swam past my legs.
Wow.
First of all, you're like, fuck. And then afterwards, it's like, fucking hell, that's pretty cool, that was. But...
Have you seen, we stayed in Clearwater, and then the time after we went, we stayed in St. Pete's, which is only about 5 miles, basically, that way, if you were stood on the beach. And they had a sign as you walked down onto the beach, and it was something like, and it said, from whatever month to whatever month, do the shuffle or do the hop, meaning that they've got a spike on the back, haven't they? Some of them fish, them flat fish. And if you don't, it's possible to walk in, and that's there. You basically end up with that stuck in your foot. Yeah, you end up with that stuck in your foot. Yeah. So what they were saying is, you walked into the thing, shuffle your feet, and we'll clear off out your way. It's beautiful, Clearwater, isn't it? Did you go up on that jetty?
No, we didn't stop there, because we were stopping at a place that my dad used to work with, like a holiday home, just outside. Probably about half an hour outside Tampa.
Oh yeah.
So we did a bit of travelling about, but the where they've got the place in we were stopping at, as you pull into like the, not a stage, but the area where the houses were, my dad noticed this turtle right in the middle of the road. So he pulled the car over. He's lifted it up and he's looking at it like that, and this, that, and the other, and he put it to the side of the grass, and so it wasn't going to get run over. And we got back, and the guy who lives next door, when there's no one there, he looks after it. And my dad goes, "Oh yeah, I saw this turtle down the road there," and I picked it up, and he's like, "The fuck did you do that for?" Because the real, they can be, if they come out and the head's popping out, you could have took off his fucking nose off. There's my dad holding it to his face, going, "Oh, yeah." It's like fuck. And then we had it's quite good, because at the back there was a little small lake, and there was two alligators you could see, from the back of the house. But each of the houses, they've got the fences, but then basically you could walk to the end of your garden, walk into the next one. But he said he's always got a shovel or baseball bat, and he's got a whole collection of guns, because being America. Because a few years ago, the woman on the end was feeding the bits of chicken, so that they were coming out of the water. So he said he's got his 2 young kids, young kids, and that they could just come out of the water. So, but yeah, his collection of guns is just fucking scary. I tell you.
Yeah,
nice bloke in that, but it's like,
nobody messes with him.
No. But no, that's good.
Crazy
America.
Crazy.
I love America.
The most vicious animal.
Oh yeah, I like America. Can't wait to go back. But
sorry, go on.
No, it's all right. I haven't been to America. I went to America when I was about 16. You been to America, Kurt?
I haven't. But we have got family. We've got family in Texas, so.
Oh, okay.
The boys are just too young and they just wouldn't cope with the flight at the moment.
It's massive, isn't it?
Yeah, I want to go to Canada because we've got some relatives. They've got a hotel, the Canadian side of Niagara Falls. Someone might go in there. My cousin went over there 3 years ago, so it's beautiful. But they're
I've got a cousin in somewhere in America, but I've got no
contact them.
No contact with her. I don't, because my auntie, she married a GI in the war and then moved over there, and then as a lot of marriages did, she moved back soon after. It wasn't quite as romantic when they got home. Turned out to be an alcoholic, so and very, very brutal with her. So she moved back again. So one of the daughters never did come back. One did and then went back, and her son sadly died. So we've no contact with any of them. And we've got some distant cousins in Australia as well, but we don't. I don't know. I wouldn't know who they were. I've never seen them.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind doing New Zealand because we had some relatives move down there early 1900s. Had a bit of money, and he's done it quite well for himself. Opened up like a chain of department stores and help fund or give some money towards Auckland Zoo. There's a plaque there with his name up
Nice.
and all that business. And he paid the money so they could have their first exotic animal, which I think was like an elephant, but this was like 1908, something like that, 1907. So I wouldn't mind going down there and checking it out.
See if you've got any sort of claim on it. Damn related. Any chance of a free beer?
Yeah. Do you know who I am? No,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Obviously, if you go, that's not far away from Australia. So if you take Mrs. Blazing, she can pop across to Bogan's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll warn him first. Like.
That'll be the first place she wants to go.
Oh, yeah.
See him in his vest again.
Yeah, there's someone moving in the house, but for some reason they won't answer the door. Shit, she's followed me.
Steve, the police are here. What do they want?
Yeah, get deported.
Get Scott and Sam in the same photo. That would be living a best life.
What caused by Scott?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I think it's if I put the same top on,
it's just moves. Potential if I put that top on.
Oh yeah,
it'd be awful. Nobody needs to see that.
I said to Scott, I said, "Where do you go for a beer?" He said, "I don't have a beer."
I don't drink now.
Why?
You don't drink beer.
Right, I'm not talking to you now.
Yeah, you'll be no good on the internet.
I don't know. I think I've almost a bit. That was the first time I've flown in years, and I'm a bit over the whole flying thing. I don't really enjoy jumping on an aeroplane. It's not a nice experience for me.
No, it's not my idea
on it
either.
Boring, isn't it?
Yeah, it depends where you go. I mean, because when I went over to Miami a few years ago, I flew with Virgin, and each, where you're sitting in the seat in front of you, you got your own screen, a little controller. So there was like God knows how many films, shitload of albums to listen to, little games on there. So I didn't really look at the time for like the 9-hour flight or whatever it was. It sort of whizzed by. It wasn't too bad, but
yeah.
I could never wait to get off, to be honest. I found it just boring.
Yeah, but the only thing with the Virgin, the one we went on, that there's obviously most planes, you got one entry, you walk on the front of the plane and you walk back to where your seat is. So obviously I was in economy. So they walk you past first class, then business class, and then to your seat. So you're walking in and they've got like a proper stand-up bar at the front and big comfortable seats. And then you get to yours and then you get in there they've got like almost like a duvet sort of blanket. So if you have a night flight, where you've got something like you put in a dog basket, but it's all right.
It's I think they do that for a special reason, don't they? Everybody wants to turn left when they get on the plane, and the idea is let's take them for a guided tour. It's the best selling point that there is, isn't it? It's like, look what you could have won, but you were in this shit one there, just there. You sit there and be.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring your gruel out in a minute.
You're going to go in here and have just about enough leg room just to fit your legs in there without moving. And that's it.
Yeah, don't move for 9 hours.
But I mean, the second time is the only time I sort of got any jet lag. Because the first time I went to America, I didn't really get it when I got back. But when I got back to Miami, landed at Heathrow at 8:30 Tuesday morning. My mate picked me up, and I thought, well, I'm not going to sleep now because I probably won't sleep tonight. So I didn't go to bed till like 11 o'clock Tuesday night. And then I didn't wake up till 20 past 1 Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
So, slept for like 14 hours straight.
Lovely.
The last time I flew, I was still a smoker, so I hated every minute of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We landed it.
And it was a 10-hour flight to the Dominican Republic.
Oh, no.
Awful.
I 4 hours. I found it tough because I'm a good boy. I didn't do any crafty vaping and blow it down the toilet or down my top or anything. So I found it tough for the first half an hour. Then I just forgot about it and it was fine.
Yeah.
I don't. I get halfway there and I'm thinking, not be long, soon be able to have a vape. Not be long, soon be able to have a vape.
but the only trouble is you get like your 4 hour flights or whatever, and then you've got to wait another hour and a bit to go through passport, and then when you're looking, it's just like fuck's sake, where's my case?
Yeah.
I got told off in Turkey actually. As soon as our coach dropped us off at the airport coming back, I was vaping outside where he dropped us off, and I got told off by the gendarme, whatever they call themselves over in Turkey. No smoking. I went, sorry.
Not smoking.
Not smoking.
They're not the sort of people
no smoking.
They're not the sort of people that you can argue with, though, are they? Really? It's like,
No.
no smoking. I'm not smoking. It's vaping.
Yeah.
Bang.
If you're in the UK, you'd say, look, it's not
Jog on.
fine, all right? Vape. But in another country, no, I'm just leaving it. Yep,
Yeah.
of course, that's fine.
Thank you very much. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Spain's got really weird laws. You're now not allowed to smoke on a lot of terraces outside restaurants.
Oh, you're not?
No. But if you're not allowed to vape, they've got to put a sign up, and that's at the discretion of the bar owner. We went to a really nice restaurant in a little village where we stay called Frigliana, and we were sat outside having a meal, and the guy that got us the table was the son of one of the people we were with. That's why we got the best table on the terrace. And I just, as I usually do, I went, "Is it all right to vape out here?" I went, "You're more than welcome." And his mum's boyfriend said, "Is it all right to smoke?" Then he says, "No, you can piss off outside. You have to walk. You have to walk through the restaurant and out into the street." And we were upstairs as well. Yeah.
God,
and they're all
wish
watching
people
me
like
having
that.
a vape, and they kept getting like, I don't know if he's just chancing it and then putting it back in the top pocket again. But you are actually, unless they put a sign up saying you're not allowed to vape, then you are allowed to vape.
Yeah, Turkey was the same. You pretty much smoke, vape wherever you wanted to. So
Benidorm's easy. You could just vape anyway.
yeah, we spoke about Benidorm because mother-in-law really wants to go to Benidorm. She's never been. I'm not sure.
I love it.
It's basically like a really sunny Blackpool.
Well, it depends, doesn't it? It depends if you're in the English in the English square where all the disco bars are and all the noise and that's. But if you get in the other half, you get in the old town, it's completely Spanish.
Yeah, but the touristy bit when you go in there and you've got these old biddies going in tandem mobility scooters like that again. They don't give a fuck if someone stands in front of you. It's like, turn it falls, Maddis.
Yeah, it is. They have cut down on them now. I think because everybody was renting them, weren't they?
Yeah, it was like Hindus and that were all like you got.
Yeah, I think you've actually got to be over 50 now to rent one.
I ain't got far to go. Then I'll be all right.
Bit dodge, Kenny. Bit dodge.
It was when you were filling up with fuel.
One hand filling up with fuel, other hand.
Why is everyone shouting at me for?
Yeah. Some people think it's some people think it's the actual juice of petrol that sets the light. It's not. It's the vapor.
Yeah, it's vapor. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, dear.
I thought I was far away from the fumes, but apparently not. Wow, you do silly things like that when you're young, Kenny. We all do it.
Yeah.
I still love the smell of paint. Paint is my thing. I love the smell of paint. Fresh paint.
Really?
Lovely. Yeah, it's good.
I like the smell of banana RY4.
Banana. Oh dear.
I like the smell of two-stroke.
It's 8:30. In fact, it's 8:34.
Is it really?
Mm.
One of us has got a show to do later.
That's amazing.
Who's that then? Must be me. In 25 minutes.
Oh. Yeah,
so Nick's live at 9 o'clock, late night vape show. Make sure you pop over there. We need to get you and Bill on at some point, Mick.
We need to get you and Steve on, and Kurt as well. We need to get you on. You don't stay up after 9:27, though, do you, Ian?
But you do it a bit earlier now. Well, when it was late,
Nine
I
till
used to
10.
struggle a bit.
Yeah, and we've got to be off by 10.
That.
Otherwise, the Jock Mafia come round and slap us.
Yeah.
I had JP on last week, and I really enjoyed it. What a lovely guy! He's
James.
It's well worth a watch, that show. He's actually really into his gardening.
He loves it.
He's got an allotment.
Yeah, he's got
a
that allotment.
allotment,
Yeah.
He's going to now start a channel called JP Farmer or something like that. He's got it all planned. Yeah, and he's going to start doing that. And the best of luck to him. As soon as he does, I'm going to send everybody over to subscribe to him. I said, and don't forget Savage Simon talking to Luke tomorrow night as well.
Yeah,
because he's a lovely guy. Luke, I've only met him once.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a good show tonight with Mike from Weekly Cats and Serendipity.
That'll be good. Mondays are getting busy again. It's good.
The whole job's getting busy again, isn't it? So everybody's friendly, everybody's happy.
Yeah.
It's like it's like old couples. They start arguing for a bit, and then they finally get down to the nitty gritty, and then they're happy again with each other. I think that's what happens with the vape industry. They all get falling out, and then they get to the expo and have a good cuddle, and then they're all right again.
Yeah, I think so.
Not that any of us have ever fell out with anybody, because it's not really our style, is it? But
no, not really.
It gets on your wick.
Kenny loves the smell of coke.
Whatever floats your boat, Kenny.
I prefer Diet Coke. That's better.
I'm more a Pepsi man.
I found this joke one day. It was just a little thing. I sent it through to our group. It said, I don't really like Coke, but I still love the smell of it.
Jesus.
And I think they weren't on about the drink either.
No.
No, I don't think so.
By order of the Jock Mafia.
Brilliant.
Anyway, nip across and follow that there was other guys. Let's see if we can get them up to twice as many subscribers as what they were. I'll just put a link in again, and just imagine if they go on tomorrow and they've got 70 subscribers, they'll think that somebody's been messing about with them.
Yeah.
We've been hacked.
We've been hacked. Yeah.
I've stuck it in there as well, so that'll be going to. There you go.
Right. Can you imagine that you've been about for that amount of time and you're putting decent content up? Because it is sometimes you do get a little bit, don't you? You think, well, I keep banging the same drum every week and nothing's happening, and then just get you a bit of a boost in subscribers.
They're on
really nice.
59 at the moment.
Are they really? They were on 39 earlier. If we keep on like this, they're going to be on 100.
We've got up to we've had a massive boost and we don't know why.
Yeah. I'm going to put them in ours as well.
Sounds good. So pop over, click that link, everyone. Go over there and give them a subscribe. I'm going to watch some of their videos actually as the week goes on.
Make sure you comment in the videos. That put Laid Back Vape Show sent me, or Mick sent me, or somebody. Just put something.
Laid Back Vape Show, Late Night Vape Show sent us.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, put that. Yeah.
That's the best thing to do. You never know. We may get some subscribers out of it as well.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, there's 39 there that probably don't know who we are.
That's true. Definitely.
We're all right for a bit now, to be fair.
Right. We'll let everyone get on with their evenings. Pop over and see Mick in approximately 22 minutes.
Yeah.
Make sure you go to see Kenny and Craig in a little while as well, and tune into Simon's one-to-one with
make
Luke.
sure, they're good shows. Them. I was lucky enough to be on the first one. So
you were, yeah.
And then Benny was the next one, wasn't he? And then it's Luke's turn. So get ready, because you're all going to get an invite.
Starts
asking you where you buy your underpants as well, so you'll be able to tell him, won't you?
Does he? Yeah, Turkey. That's where I got my laptop from.
Yeah. Primani.
Yeah, normally Primani.
Turkey, and they don't fit. No elastic in them.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit. I'm actually sitting there now thinking, it's a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's when you put them on in the morning and go to work, and you think these aren't the same size as yesterday's. And it's a bit late then, because you've committed yourself for the day, haven't you?
Exactly.
You think, God,
it's got his Hello Kitty pants on.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody in chat. You've all been amazing. Steve, Kurt, Mick, thank you all very much.
Really enjoyed it.
Appreciate it. And we'll see you all next week. Peace out and take care. And
good night, everyone. See you in 20 minutes.
See you later. Sorry, just thought of something. I've just
I just thought of it as well.
I've just realised something. 1 second.
Waar is mijn tosti-apparaat? Waar is mijn tosti-apparaat? Waar is mijn tosti-apparaat? Waar is mijn tosti-apparaat? Ik kan hem niet vinden in de keuken, kan hem niet vinden op het toilet, kan hem niet vinden in de kamer, had ik maar beter op hem gelet. Hij staat ook niet in de bijkeuken en ook niet in de schuur. Ik zag hem net nog liggen in de la 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 la. La 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 la
Totally forgot about that. He's been very active on Instagram lately as well, so check him out. Anyway,
That's what happened to Jay, hooked on funk. That's why he disappeared off of YouTube.
Oh, I'm going to try again.
It's got
Bye, everybody. Take care.
Have a good day.